watching sports. Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Ole Miss offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his...
And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Tell you what, defensive dream, right? You dream about coming out, setting the tone. You practice your script all week of what you want to be in and how you want to be successful. And bam, right out the gates, forcing the INT. Let's go.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed up.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Finds his man enough for the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Takes the handoff. It's Diggs. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it from the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Power football with the run. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Still looking on the move. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And Dave, what a grab right there.
And I think think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
Makes the catch on the left. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And once he got loose, it was all over. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these...
Fires the pass, intercepted.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down here for the offense. They move the tight end all over. Looking for a crease. It's White. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He'll do it himself. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Field goal is good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Finds his man. It's Bentley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to get it through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Dart. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. Smashes through. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Using the quick game. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're...
Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Williams will pass. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. On the return, it's Watkins. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the change to measure this one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Buys a little time. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Vanderbilt. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just about 30 seconds to go, and you want to score, but the last thing you need to do is give up a cheapie. Williams looking for a man. Gets it out fast. Got room at the 35. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's White. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Oxford today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Thanks for that breakdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic, picked off. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The give to the back. Just buried it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. Got it behind the line. It's Burgess. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to bully their way for the first.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He gets a block. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Buys a little time with his feet. Still on his feet. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Bentley. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. He caught it. Touchdown, Rebels! And the beatdown has ensued. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.